All right, I'm gonna do it. But I need to make sure she understands this ain't no game we playing here. Slide your chair from under that table. Face me. I need to see you square on at all times. I got to come up with your questions too?
Oh. Let's begin with where you were born.
Belzona, Mississippi, on my great auntie's sofa.
Fantastic movie, seriously.
Thank you.
Great source material, great job of execution.
Thank you so much.
No, I mean, seriously, it's good. You know what? Because it's rare, you know? You see a lot of movies. I see a lot of movies. A lot of people see a lot of movies. But it's rare to find one that has that emotion, that moves you, that gives you some understanding of sense of self, gives you a look at what was going on back in the day, to show some perspective, so you can see, like, today there's been some progression, which is good. Because in order to have progression, you got to look back. If you don't look back, you're not going to move forward. So it's a job well done. So you can pat yourself on the back. Please do that. You got to do that. You got to. She punched him in the shoulder, and she punched him in the shoulder. But no, talk a little bit about the execution, though.
Well, for me, it was just honoring these characters that she had written and trying to find a way to get it down into film form, but with keeping as much of it in this 500-page book as possible. So I wrote a really long first draft, about 200 pages, and then as I whittled it down, anytime I would kill a scene, I would take a little something out of it and find a way to sprinkle it in what made it through. And then as far as execution goes, we both agreed that Mississippi had to be a character. We had to see that heat. We had to see the food. We had to see the clothes. We had to feel the South, both the oppression and the beauty of it. And so with my DP and my production designer and my whole crew, we just kept that in the back of our mind. How can we show Mississippi in every setup and every shot?
And what was the inspiration behind the story? Like, when was that moment where you knew, I got to do this story?
Oh, gosh, it sounds cliche, but 9/11, that was the day I started writing in the voice of Dimitri, which was the woman that worked for our family for 32 years. And she was an incredible influence on my life, and I wanted to hear her voice again. I was so homesick. And for me, it was like playing a tape recorder back. And because I didn't think anybody was going to see it, I didn't hold back, and I didn't worry about the fear of me crossing, that color barrier. But once I got started, I had to keep going. There were so many questions in my mind I wanted answers to.
And what is that feeling like when you finally saw the final project?
I will tell you after tonight. I'm going to see it tonight for the first time.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm so excited, and I'm not nervous. I was going to save it for the premiere because I didn't want to be too desensitized, because I was there on the set. I was, I know these actors. And
that's a whole different experience.
But then I realized at the premiere, I'll be a mess if I watch it for the first time. So I'm gonna do my warm-up tonight. So hopefully I can hold myself together.
I'm sure you will, because this guy did a fantastic job. So, I mean, but just hearing your excitement, talking about the preparation and seeing it, speaks volumes. Like,
oh, man.
Totally
We grew up in Mississippi together. As little kids.
5 years old.
We know that town. We know that feeling, the humidity, and how it affects your brain and the way you think.
Well, speaking of this movie being moving and powerful, cite a movie that moved you, that still sticks with you, and why?
I'll tell you what, a movie I thought about a lot when I was thinking of The Help was Places in the Heart. That movie really resonated with me, about the struggles and people coming together, just trying to survive. And you befriend and entrust, and you take love and from wherever you can get it, and find it and give it to whoever you can just to get through it. And that movie really spoke to me that way, and I found a lot of similarities to that story and your story.
Yeah, I don't go to movies, but Alice Walker, man, I kept her book in one hand while I typed with the next. I love her. Color Purple.
Fantastic reference. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No, seriously. Congratulations, and you know what? I can't wait to spread the word about the movie. So.
Thank you so much.
No,
and we'll come eat some barbecue in KC.
Yes, definitely come eat some barbecue in KC. And you know what? Because you did such a good job to be on the house.